Paintings. There's something very intriguing about them and the artists who made them. It is a portal to a different time and place, real or imaginary. Some paintings are exact replicas of what the artist saw from their very own eyes, while others are made from a combination of inspiration and imagination. I want to talk about two of my favorites today, John Constable and Edward Hopper, and how their works are a comforting sight to the observer. John Constable. Personally, my favorite painter of all time. His paintings are literal. What he sees, he paints. Quite often dubbed as the painter with no imagination, that nickname is not given for undermining his skills, but for realizing that his paintings are unadulterated. In a time where painters were respected for painting whatever came up in their own minds, John looked to nature for inspiration. His paintings are so detailed that sometimes it feels like John had the technology to take a screenshot with his eyes, put that image in the storage capacity of his brain, and use it later as reference for creating his visual masterpieces. Also, he is the best known cloud painter ever, with a layer of detail that is undeniably perfect. His clouds are all over, uneven, and have different shades due to density, just like in real life. In all of his paintings, you can understand his love for nature. The world is always at the forefront, and man-made subjects have taken a back seat. The Hay Wain, one of his most notable works, actually does exist. Nature has obviously taken its course over the last exact 200 years, but the landscape is still intact, and several tourists show up occasionally to see what is the closest thing to time travel that mankind has ever created. Edward Hopper, the king of poetic solitude. His works are thematically complex but stylistically simple, with excessive details on lighting, both real and artificial. His paintings depict stillness and isolation in a very cinematic way. Early Sunday Morning and Rooms by the Sea. I think about these two pieces a lot. There's an air of stillness about them, and there are no human subjects to be found around. The focus is completely on the shops and the rooms. If you notice, the nature has taken a back seat over here. Then there is his most famous work, Nighthawks. It features an all-night diner and a crowd of 4 people, possibly strangers to one another. The focus initially is on this guy, whose face we cannot see, and how his presence feels lonely, not in a depressive, sad way, but in a comforting one, as if the darkness that surrounds the streets don't bother him in this shade of light. Constable and Hopper are two very contrasting artists. Constable is from the UK, Hopper is from the United States. Their styles are also very different. Even if you are unfamiliar with their works, you could have easily figured that out by now. Constable is the unimaginative, literal painter who paints exactly what he sees. And Hopper is the thematic, metaphorical one, forcing you to think deeper and look closer. They are both from different times. Constable has lived near the open fields, and his paintings show nature on the forefront. Hopper lived in a time of urbanization, and his works reflect that. Nature has obviously taken a back seat to man-made spectrums. There is one connection, however. Both of them were very comfortable with their art. They were comfortable in creating their unique brand, never caring about what was trending at that time. These two incredibly gifted painters never compromised their skill set for something that didn't resonate with their own personality. In short, they were comfortable in just being themselves. And maybe that is something we too should follow.